Again, I'm not going to go into detail for anybody who doesn't know, for anybody who is new to the channel. I don't really like to talk about things that bother me or things that are a bother in my life, and there's many reasons for it. One of them is I have a little bit of trouble being vulnerable. I don't know if you've noticed. I don't know if you've noticed, but sometimes I struggle. Being a little weak and showing my soft underbelly. Something that I take a lot of pride in my stream, in my community, and even my role within Nijisanji En is being kind of the pillar and being the person that's there for others. And yet it's really hard for me to ask for help from others. And it's really hard for me to admit when I do need help or when I'm not capable of doing something. Which again, that's on me. It's, that's on me and I'm sorry. But one of the reasons I don't really like to talk about some of my worries and problems is because they don't last forever. And if it's something that is really... So the only time I talk about problems, it's when it's small problems that don't bother me, that will, But whenever it's actual serious big issues, I feel... First of all, I don't want to stress you. I don't want to worry you as my honeys. I don't want to worry the people around me in my life. I don't want to worry other members of Nijisanji En. But most importantly, it's going to be done in a week, a month, a year, 10 years, whatever long. But I just don't want people asking about it. I hope you understand. Again, you don't have to agree with the way that I run my life. You don't have to agree with the way that I lead my stream. I just feel I definitely need to develop a system where I can be a little bit more transparent without keeping you in the dark. One of the reasons that this week it kind of all piled up, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but basically I received some really, really bad news about myself. I received some really, really bad news about some friends. And my schedule for streaming is designed in a way where I always like to overestimate myself in my stream because I feel that it makes me reach for better things. I like expecting better things. I like kind of planning my schedule for the best version of me, for the best streamer of me. And unfortunately, because not just one bad thing happened this week, but they kind of all piled up. Those things happened and it really kind of broke my mental fortitude. And I just couldn't really see myself streaming, or I couldn't really see myself doing stuff.
I noticed not seeing a stream from you, but I hope you took the time you needed and I'm glad you're back.
Thank you.
Missed you, Mom.
Thank you, honey.
Peak.
_peak. Thank you. I will check out the soupas in just a moment, honey. I just want to make sure I get it out of my head before, so we can kind of move on to everything. But basically, the reason that this week I think I just buckled under all the workload that I've been giving myself. I've been giving myself a lot of workload outside of the stream, right? I've been singing every day. I've been working out again a lot. And just, I think the general stress of, I was kind of holding on by a thread in my everyday day-to-day. And then when I got, bad news, and then again bad news, and then again bad news, it's just kind of those threads kind of crumbled. And unfortunately, the reason that I didn't really warn anybody about this is because I always think that I'm going to be good the next day. So stuff started going wrong on Monday night. But I just thought, it's fine. By Tuesday, it'll be better. Or by Wednesday, it'll be better, And it just wasn't getting better. But instead of saying, you know what, things aren't good, I'm probably not going to be okay in the next few days, let me take time off. I just thought, no, I'll be fine tomorrow. And then every day when I thought I was going to be fine, I wasn't. I talked with Bobo a little bit yesterday. I feel really awful that I missed out, first of all, with Mika. I mean, I've talked to Mika. She understands. But I feel really awful because Albin and I were so looking forward to Jackbox. I organized that thing. Well, Albin did most. I'll be honest. Albin says Albin did most of the work, but we did organize the Jackbox together, and I went to sleep really late that day because I was just not in a good headspace, and I woke up after the collab ended. So I didn't even message everybody to let them know that I won't be there, unfortunately. No, I haven't been watching any streams, Korak. And and then I was telling Pomo about it. I'm like, oh, I should have messaged everybody to apologize. But then because it's been a few days, I just thought like, oh, it's been too late. I won't message now. It's been too late. But I kind of left everybody on red for the last week. And I feel awful. I didn't want to go on social media. I didn't want to go on YouTube. I didn't want to do any of that. It's like it all piled up, right? It's again, I hope you understand how grateful I am to be here with you, how much I love doing everything. But I just couldn't deal with more stuff because I knew if somebody asked me how I'm doing, I'd say I'm not okay. And then I didn't want to like talk about it. I didn't want to discuss it. I didn't want to get into it. And I also missed out on something that I promised Hugo I would help him with. And I feel really awful about that as well. It's one thing too, if I miss my streams, I don't feel great. But then if I make a commitment to somebody else and I miss out on that, I feel awful. So yeah. So moving forward, I think I just need to be more honest and realize that if I am not feeling well, it probably won't pass in just a day. Especially this time, it was something really big. It wasn't gonna just pass in a day and stuff like that. So